Welcome back to Real Airgun Adventures. So today I've got something a bit more budget friendly. This is a Remington T-rex Bullpup. Now, the only one of those words that really rings true for this rifle is the last one. It's definitely a bullpup. Remington's a name used under license. SMK import these. They're Artemis, Snowpeak, and T-rex is literally another rifle entirely, and this isn't one of those. So let's have a quick look. So what we've got is a nice black polymer bullpup rifle, very reminiscent of, shall we say, the Artemis Snowpeak P35. Reminiscent in that I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same action. The P35, of course, is very reminiscent of the FX Wildcat. So this is a good looking rifle because of those associations. Now the differences with this and say the P35, the stock is different, a different hand grip. This area is smaller, shorter cheek piece. It's quite a different cheek piece, but actually it does fit me very well. Now the other surprising thing about this rifle is that it's about 300 quid. Now the P35 retails at 650. You can generally get it for about 550, and obviously the others that look like this are much more expensive. Now this package includes a scope, an unbranded. I've got the scope and I'll do that in a later video. This is just a quick look, but I've put Vector Optics Veyron on here, first focal plane, nice short scope, to give this rifle the best chance possible, because I don't believe that the bundled scope is going to do that. Now if you're new to PCP shooting and you want a really cheap package, I would have always said Camo Fox or look at the Hatson Flash Pup. I think this is vying for that position, and there's a good chance it's going to knock them off. Now the things that I've added are the scope and the bipod. It does have Picatinny on the front, which the P35 never did, so no need for a barrel band or any adapters. Literally it's good to go. Picatinny scope rail, much the same as the P35 and the other rifles like this. Now it's a shrouded barrel, so it's partially silent, shall we say. It's a little bit on the loud side for a shrouded barrel. I've had a quick look and it looks like the same setup as the P35, so you can take out the steel baffles, you can replace them with something else, just put one at either end. And what that used to do on the P35 was move this shroud forward, because you were increasing the length of the baffles. Option 2, the shrouded barrel has an end cap with a thread, and obviously none of these threads are any good for a silencer, but there are aftermarket end caps for the P35 and the P15, which will take a 1/2 inch UNF standard silencer. So they're about 20 quid. So for that small addition, you can add the silencer of your choice, which is probably a good idea. Now again, it's a quick look. So what I don't like, there's the gauge at the end of the barrel. I always moan about that, but at this price you really can't complain. It's got some green bits on it, which is its only real connection to the T-rex rifle, and of course it says T-rex emblazoned up here. But I can live with that. I can peel those stickers off and I haven't got to really look at that T-rex thing. Or I might make myself an adjustable cheek piece, which allows for the magazine. Now the magazine itself, I'm not 100% sure about. I've looked at it and I think it could be really good, or it could be a nightmare. So I'm going to play with it. This is literally just a quick look over. This is it. I'm not sure what I'll do with this video, but I thought I'd just make a start and get the ball rolling. But for between 300 and 330 quid, depending upon where you buy it from, this is incredible value. Now I know the P35 is a good rifle. I know the P15 was a good rifle too, which would mean this is very likely to be a good rifle. Another thing that I didn't like about those two rifles, and I'm not going to like about this one, it's an adjustable trigger, but to adjust it you've got to take the action out of the stock. There's no way into that other than releasing the action. It does have a really nice side lever, and the side lever itself is really smooth, incredibly smooth. Again, crafted at this price, you wouldn't expect that. As I say, it's a little bit on the loud side. I'm not overly worried about that, but that could be a lot quieter, and there's a couple of ways you can achieve that. So I'll get myself an adapter and I'll do a video and I'll put it on, but I'll also show you how to take the baffles out and have a tweak around and just experiment and see what you can do. I do have a couple of spare barrel shrouds, which I think are going to fit, so I'll look at that as well. But if I go down that route, that's not really something you can emulate, because you probably won't have a pile of spares like I do. But anyway, for now, that is the T-rex Bullpup, aka P35, in a slightly different stock. It's really cheap. It's silly money, to be absolutely honest. It's incredibly cheap. I think the scope costs more. But anyway, let's not dwell on that. Next video, we'll shoot it. I'll run through all the setup and the other bits and pieces you need to know. And we'll see, but I think this is going to be a little cracker. Anyway, that's enough for now. Back very soon. Until then, take care. Bye for now.